Go ahead and state your appearances.
Yeah, okay. Good morning, Your Honor. Eric Pepperman for plaintiffs. Good morning, Samuel Markovich for the carrier plaintiffs.
Good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor. Joel Adu and Eric Freeman on behalf of the real water defendants.
Morning, Your Honor. Chad Fears and Kelly Evans, who's appearing by Zoom for the Hannah Instrument defendant.
Morning, Your Honor. Dawn Davis and Jim Kilroy, who's appearing by Zoom for Milwaukee Instruments.
Good morning, Your Honor. New Sean Rodini for Costco.
Good morning, Your Honor. Danielle Ladowski for Costco.
Good morning, Your Honor. Lou Roberts, 8877 for Costco.
Can we get everybody?
Good morning, Your Honor. On Zoom, Colt Dodrill, counsel for Nevada Beverage, bar 9000.
Good morning. Okay. So pretrial conference, we have you set start on May 28th, go through June 21st. Is that everybody's understanding?
Yeah, John, I think it might be a little quicker than that because we resolved our differences with Speedy Mark and resolved our differences with Nevada Beverage.
Oh.
There's a couple months soon. With Costco being severed, I think we'll probably look at 3 week.
Okay. Do we want to still keep you as is just in case?
Or just in case you're, because things always happen.
Yeah.
We might have said before we have that Juneteenth.
Yeah, that's for June 19th, so holiday, so. Okay, I know we need a date for your various motions. What I'm gonna ask, because I'm in my criminal stack now, and those are more difficult to work with in terms of basically every week is when I'll know whether or not I'm in trial that next week. Right, as of right now, for example, I'm supposed to be in trial next week, but they have central calendar call tomorrow. Tomorrow. So it may or may not go. So Mr. Kemp, if you could take the lead or your office in contacting Miss Rivera and working with everybody's schedules, including mine. Because I can't give you anything right now. And that way, she'll know better, what we've got coming up. Because I know we need to get you some time for how many motions do we have? Like 100 or so. Close.
20 of those go away.
Okay. Yeah, so if your assistant could reach out to everybody else and coordinate that.
If he wants to try to set tentative days depending on your criminal schedule, or how do you want to do that?
I think give us a few days to work with, and then I can pick something in those days that you give us.
Probably you give us a few days to work with.
Actually, it'd be work, but if you give me the days.
She's got way more experience to do it.
Yeah, it would be better if only one contact and give me a few days to work with, and then I can pick something that everybody's available from your availability.
And it could be, afternoon is probably right.
Yes.
Certain afternoons. And then we'll see where my criminal trials are at. Anybody have any question about that?
Your Honor, Joel Adu for the real water defendants. I assume the court will be fine if the parties agree on grouping certain motions together. I mean, we've all read all of them. We can tell you, hey, this goes with that. And we did that for the prior cases. It worked very well.
Anything that makes my job easier. Very much welcome. Yeah, no, thank you.
Your Honor.
No, go ahead.
Thank you, Colt Dodrill, counsel for Nevada Beverage. With the resolution Nevada Beverage reached, there's a number of motions that can probably be taken off as moot. And I don't know if you wanted to go over those as part of today's hearing, or just incorporate that with something general coordinated with through the
Yeah,
rest?
I think just,
If they just give me a stip and list it out, I can bake
Oh.
it once.
yeah, so if you give a stip that has whatever's pending that is now moot,
Very specific.
yeah, you know, like list them out. And that way we don't have to worry about those.
We'll get that to you. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. We're going to be starting questionnaires room
Yes, they actually start today, not
Today? today,
tomorrow.
down in jury services. Any other questions, issues, concerns?
On the jury questionnaire, solely for real water, I assume that we're gonna get them back on a rolling basis, but that's an assumption.
I think so.
So there is a little hiccup this week. I may not have all 600 this week. So yeah, a rolling basis, but we will get close to the number and then we will follow up with the remaining of what we need. But we will get 600 at the end of this rolling craziness.
And does the court have any idea how quickly we need to turn them around for the court? And typically, we're doing them in batches of like 200 or 300 every week.
That's fine.
And Ms. Switzler from Kemp Jones has contacted me about who is to be contacted. So what's on my list? That is who's going to get contacted for jury excusals.
Perfect.
That's it. I don't need
That's perfect.
50 other thousand people. Okay.
Anything else?
Yes, Your Honor, Kevin Rising for Costco. The Cavay case, there were a number of motions that were filed in the Cavay case. We're happy to do it however you want to, whatever is most efficient for you, but we could use some guidance as to whether there'll be a separate briefing schedule for those set so that we hear them separately, or if we're gonna hear them together with the consolidated case. We're happy to do whatever is most efficient for you, but we could just use some guidance. Otherwise, I think most of the oppositions are due on Friday.
They're in opposition to Bob because, as you know, we opposed the motion to sever. And all of a sudden, I got the order yesterday, and apparently we didn't argue a severance issue, we argued a separation issue. Because the word severance is in the order, but in any event, I anticipate there's gonna be some more debate about this issue. And for that reason, we are doing the oppositions, whether they're briefed at the end, I don't really, have an issue with. But I do think we should stick with the briefing schedule and file the oppositions to, so we can preserve the option.
Sure.
of doing
Anything on that? I mean, that's fine by me, but it's you all doing the work, so.
Yeah, the only thing is, as long as Your Honor is okay with this, is there are probably a couple of motions that will need to augment the relief that we were originally seeking, because now we're in a separate case. So for example, if we realistically only thought we could get a limiting instruction, but now we have only one plaintiff, because it's something might have been relevant to another plaintiff. Now we only have one plaintiff, so we might want to actually have evidence excluded. Probably only 2 or 3 motions that we do that on, but that's just a difference, because now we have a different.
Yeah, Judge, I really don't know why we would consider that at this point. Let's take the best possible scenario here, to sever the case, and we try it in July 29th, as we're proposing. Seems to me we have a lot of time after this case ends before July 29th to talk about those issues. But I still want to preserve the option of trying the case on May 28th. If we can convince the court.
Yeah, so I guess, like you said, file your oppositions, and then if you want replies, you can point out whatever in those replies, and whether I do something, I can't commit to right now, obviously, but so that's probably clear as mud, so I apologize, but I guess, for now, just go forward as best you can.
Thank you.
Yeah. Anything else?
There you go.
Okay, Your Honor.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, one last thing.
Yeah.
I just want to confirm, based on the May 28th trial date, it was May 20th, so we had pretrial, I think there were pretrial disclosure deadlines related to the May 20th date. I just want to confirm that we're all on the same page, that those are now based off the May 28th trial date.
So be a little more specific if you
So
can.
for example, final pretrial disclosures, they were due on April 19th, which is 30 days before the May 20th date. Now we have them due on, I believe we proposed that Monday.
Well, I mean, when's your joint pretrial conference report due? Or your memorandum due? I don't know off the top of my head.
It's due April 26th.
Is that based off the old trial date?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's in the trial.
So yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Generally, I have it in the trial order. Now I don't have that right in front of me right now, but that's probably where that date came from.
Right, Your Honor, and that's what I'm asking is because the trial order was based off the May 20th date. So now that we have the May 28th date, I just want to make sure we're on the same page that all those deadlines are moving the extra 8 days.
If you want us to do a stip, Your Honor, you can get it.
That's fine, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, so yeah, that's probably, if you can stipulate. Say that again.
I think we can.
Sounded like everybody nodded affirmatively. Bear with me a second though. Okay, yeah, so your calendar calls May 2nd. That'll stay. Yeah, and you know, if you all stipulate to different days, as long as I have stuff ahead of when we start the trial, that's fine. Any other questions? Okay, well, yeah, again, coordinate with Mr. Rivera on getting you all collectively special session or sessions to do those motions. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.